Welcome to the deep dive. You know, if you ever walk down the supplement aisle, it's just chaos.
It really is. All those tubs screaming at you. Anabolic XXX Max Gain Formula. It's designed to confuse.
Totally. And it's confusing for your wallet and potentially for your actual muscle gains.
Exactly. So, our mission today, let's cut through all that marketing noise.
Yeah, let's give you the real science-backed guide on picking the right protein. Whey, casein, plant-based, what actually works.
And to do that, we really need to start with the basic science, how muscle actually grows.
Okay, let's talk basics then. This idea of the muscle tug of war.
Right. Think of it like this. Your muscles are constantly in a state of flux. There's muscle protein synthesis, or MPS, that's the building process.
Okay, building up.
And then there's muscle protein breakdown, MPB, tearing down. To actually build muscle, you need MPS to be higher than MPB.
Makes sense. So lifting weights is like shouting build at your muscle.
That's the signal, yeah. And the protein you eat, that's the construction crew showing up with the bricks and mortar, the amino acids.
Got it. And I heard there's like a foreman for this crew.
There is, and this is fascinating. It's a specific amino acid called leucine.
Leucine.
Leucine is the trigger. It activates this key pathway, the mTOR pathway, which really kicks off that muscle building process.
And how much leucine do we need to get the foreman's attention?
Well, the research points towards needing about 3 grams of leucine in a meal or shake to really maximize that signal. That seems to be the key amount.
Okay, 3 grams. So knowing we need that, and often quickly after a workout, let's talk whey protein, the sprinter.
Yeah. Whey is like the drag racer of proteins.
Yeah.
Super fast digestion.
Why is that speed good?
Because right after you train, your muscles are really receptive, primed for repair. Whey floods your system with those amino acids almost immediately.
Now, when you go to buy whey, there are choices. Concentrate, isolate, hydrolysate. Let's break those down. Concentrate.
Concentrate is kind of your standard good all-rounder.
Yeah.
Generally the most affordable. It works well for most people.
Then you see isolate, usually costs a bit more. Why pay extra?
Isolate goes through more filtering. It removes almost all the fat and lactose. So if regular whey gives you any stomach issues...
The bubble guts.
Exactly. That bloating some people get. Isolate is often the solution. It's cleaner in that sense.
And hydrolysate. Sounds fancy.
It is. It's basically pre-digested whey, so it absorbs even faster. But honestly, for probably 99% of people, it's overkill and expensive.
Right. Isolate or concentrate usually does the trick?
Definitely. But here's something crucial. Regardless of type, you must look for safety seals.
Ah, yes, the third-party testing.
Absolutely. Look for NSF, Certified for Sport, or Informed Sport. If it doesn't have one of those seals, you genuinely don't know what's in that tub. Could be anything.
Okay, super important point. So we have the sprinter, whey. Now, what about its opposite? Casein, the marathon runner. Why would we want slow digestion?
Well, casein does something pretty cool. When it hits your stomach acid, it actually thickens up, forms this kind of gel.
A gel, like it clots.
Yeah, essentially. And that clot digests very slowly. It leads to a steady, gradual release of amino acids into your bloodstream. We're talking up to like 7 hours.
7 hours. Wow. So the timing for casein would be different then.
Absolutely. The ideal time is right before bed. Think about it. You're about to fast for maybe 8 hours while you sleep.
Prime time for muscle breakdown, MPB.
Exactly. Taking casein before bed acts like a night guard for your muscles. It provides that slow drip of amino acids, helping to prevent breakdown and keeping you in an anabolic state overnight.
So missing my nightly casein isn't a total disaster, but it's definitely leaving some gains on the table.
That's a good way to put it. It's about optimizing that recovery window during sleep. It's beneficial icing on the cake.
Okay. Whey for speed, casein for slow release. What about people going plant-based? There's still this old myth, the bro science, that you can't build muscle with vegan protein.
Yeah, that myth needs to die. It's completely outdated. You can absolutely get just as strong and build just as much muscle with plant proteins.
But what about the incomplete protein argument?
That's where blending comes in. See, individual plant proteins might be lower in one specific essential amino acid, but if you combine them smartly,
like how?
Like combining a legume protein, say pea protein, which is great for BCAAs and lysine, with a grain protein, like brown rice protein, which is high in methionine.
Ah, so you mix pea and rice.
And boom, you get a complete amino acid profile that rivals whey. The combination covers all the bases.
That makes sense. Are there any single plant sources that are complete?
Yes. Soy isolate is a great example. It's a complete protein all on its own. And study after study shows it builds muscle just as effectively as whey.
And the old worries about soy and hormones?
Largely debunked by solid research, especially with isolates in these contexts. Not a concern for muscle building.
Okay, great clarification. So, pulling this all together, what's the ultimate strategy? What's rule number one?
Rule number one, and this is king, total daily protein intake. Nothing else matters if you don't hit your daily target.
And what should that target be, generally?
A good rule of thumb is aiming for around 1 gram per pound of your goal body weight, or 2.2 grams per kilogram if you use metric. Nail that number first.
Right. Get enough protein overall, then you can optimize the timing.
Exactly. Then you layer on the timing strategy.
Okay, so maybe whey isolate or a good pure ice blend right after training for that fast absorption.
Perfect. Then, maybe you micellar casein before bed to protect those gains overnight.
And the rest of the day?
Fill the gaps. Use whole foods chicken, fish, beans, lentils, or maybe another shake if needed, just to make sure you hit that total daily number consistently.
Makes sense. And we have to circle back to safety. You mentioned the seals earlier.
Yes, this is non-negotiable. The supplement industry really is like the Wild West sometimes. You have to protect yourself.
So always look for those third-party testing seals. NSF, certified for sport, or informed sport.
You must. It's your only guarantee that what's printed on the label is actually what's inside the tub, and importantly, that it's not contaminated with harmful stuff like heavy metals or banned substances.
Critical point. Don't skip that check.
Please don't. So the quick summary: whey for speed post-workout, casein for slow overnight recovery, and smart plant blends or soy for versatile, effective options anytime. That cuts through the hype.
It really does. Okay, let's wrap up with a final thought for everyone listening.
Right. Think about this. We just talked about how vital those NSF or informed sports seals are. If a protein powder you're considering doesn't have one, you literally have zero independent verification of what you are about to drink.
Good point.
So the question to ask yourself is, what price do you actually put on proven trust and transparency when it comes to something you're putting in your body to fuel your health and fitness? Something to really think about.